wondering in his place how I'm gonna spend my time searching open space. So we still come back for more, leaving it behind isn't always easy, but how hard we tried. No more, I see you hide. The stars aligned, and we had everything to heal us. No fear, no fight, as we decide to put the distance back between us. Take it away now. Take it away now. Are you letting this go? Take it away now. Take it away now. Are you letting this go? Are you
I'm walking on a tightrope, and I wish I could touch the ground. My future's covered in smoke, but my head is up in the clouds. And maybe this will all fade after one bad day, and I'll be okay. But my life is in the worst place, and I can't wait for heartbreak from my mistakes. I don't wanna burn these bridges anymore. It's easy to say things you don't mean when you're at war. I'm just too tired to fight, but there's an end in sight. Wave the white flag, I'm yours tonight. 'Cause my heart can't take these heights. I need your love with me for life. I need your love.
Good evening and welcome in to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Rocket League. We are live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. And tonight, this Esports Tower event on Rocket League up on the stage. They are getting ready to go. I'm Michael Fisher, joined by Artie Nerdy Bird Rain. We've got the players up on stage. They're excited. And that's a perfect camera shot for me, Nerdy, because the best thing I love about this event is we get the newer kids from Esports Tower for the Rocket League that have been starting to dominate, guys like Wilds, Thrift, Adrift that we'll see later. But we've got the OGs, including the one guy who, ran this Rumble for like 3 months straight, which is Quez, up on stage, who you saw there making the point to the camera. So I'm excited to see the old and the new of Esports Tower here for this Rumble. That is what I'm most excited for. What about you? What are you most excited for this Rocket League Rumble tonight?
I mean, in general, between the two of us, we've been casting these kids for, goodness, 2 years at this point, and actually be able to put names to faces now is so nice, because for a while it's just like, it's a name on a screen, I recognize your playstyle, except for when y'all decide to change your names, like,
we know
mid-match.
We know what Zydra looks like, because he's the only one who never changes his name, so we've had his picture the longest. Everyone else, I'm like, I just know you as Gray number 1, Gray Man number 2, Gray Man number 3. So yeah, putting names to faces, I think we might even have some pictures, but I don't want to spoil it in case something went wrong. I think we might have pictures for everybody here tonight. But here is the breakdown in case you're new. It's Rocket League. It is simple. It is 3v3 soccer. Every match tonight is going to be a best of 5. We'll start out with our round robin group stage single elimination. Then we'll have semifinal, grand final, and it is golden goal, sudden death. Here is your matchup, starting out with Scorpions and Barracudas, followed up by Scorpions Vipers, Barracudas Vipers, and then our semifinals and our grand finals. We got some intel before these matches started, Nerdy. The Scorpions have been running this. They won a couple of our tournaments earlier. Barracudas been the number 2 team. I'm curious to see how this first round robin game goes. You're back on the stage for the first time. Scorpions maybe a bit full of themselves. I'm excited to see how it goes.
I'm really hoping that the Vipers show what they've been able to do in the past with the Rumbles. I understand that, you know, being at a first land for some of these players. We found out the Lynx, this is not their first land, so they're coming in with a slight advantage within that regard. But if truly it's kind of like the atmosphere and that anxiety of being live might have impacted the standard gameplay we see coming out from the Vipers. But we definitely know that they are a very well-rounded team, just as much as the Scorpions. So hopefully this game goes well. We see fewer mistakes than we saw yesterday, and they all play their hearts out on stage.
And we see there the Scorpions, Baby, Potato, and Zydra. Vipers, Toke, Enzo, and Nano here. So should be exciting. As we talked about, again, Scorpions have dominated. Actually, the Barracudas instead of the Vipers. We're going to take a look at their roster here in a little bit. But all you got to know for the Barracudas, there it is, Quezard, Greed P, and Cran. But, you know, I don't like that we have to call him Quezard.
I'm just going to go with Quez.
I think it's going to be Quez. Yeah, it's been Quez. It always has been Quez. So I'm excited to see, again, first and second place team from our past Rumbles. Should be a lot of fun to see how these teams match up in our first game. We got Doc's keys to the game here in Rocket League. That is to create mistakes, punish the overcommits, play the walls better, and demo to disrupt. I've overheard some of the kids, you know, I used to be a demo expert. I don't demo as much anymore. Right. Maybe we'll see some demoing. I've heard some for the Lynx, too. We might see some big demoing for them as well. Doc's keys, of course, brought to us by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, your team play, and your performance under pressure. You match with great players, professional coaches to help you rank up. Scorpions, Barracudas, sitting by. We are ready to go, ready to hop in, see who will start off the night with the win. Will it be the Scorpions or will the Barracudas come out strong? Again, we talked to one of the coaches, Dirty, and they maybe said they thought Barracudas would go undefeated in the group stage. So we'll have to see how that goes. So we hop into game number 1. Scorpions in the blue, Barracudas in the orange is Greed. Going to play that one off the sidewall. Great intercept by Nano. Going for the double tap, and he sneaks it in.
That was absolutely beautiful. We'll be able to see this in the replay off the wall here. Grabbing that in mid-flight. Cran unfortunately can't get in the air. Quez tries to elevate, and right between both defenders. First goal, easy within 9 seconds.
Get the kickoff here. Oh, Cran. No.
What?
No!
Oh!
They had to practice that. They had to practice that. He just...
Oh, the fake out off the kickoff, and Cran's like, nah, I'm going for it, and Greed's there, ready for the follow-up. Perfect. Now we're at the It's Complicated 0-0.
That's one of those where you know they've watched the Scorpions' tendencies, and they know what they're going to do in that kickoff formation. This time, they get a couple of tie-ups here. Gababy and Greed both going to kind of bail off the wall. It's Gababy who gets the touch. Has a chance for a second shot, but Greed, the great defense off the crossbar.
Potato tries to corral that ball away, does manage to get it in front of Greed. Greed, though, gets a nose on it off the wall. Unfortunately, has a whiff in mid-flight. Gababy comes in for the challenge, bringing it up the side. Has to play it around Cran. Is going to leave it, try to give it to Potato. Potato does come in as Gababy is going to find a demo onto Greed. Quez finds a partial clear. Nano intercepting, going in for the shot on goal. It's going to be turned away by Quez.
Oh, Potato, nice steal midfield. Wants to play it off the wall, barely. Tries to 50 it over Greed, but Greed will get a touch on it. The ball does bounce over Gababy and just kind of stays in no man's land. Till Quez, 1 touch, 2 touch, racing down. Can he play it off the wall to center for a teammate? Went for the fake. Nano didn't buy it, though, and now Gababy's going to get a nice clear here for the Scorpions.
Ball is here in the midfield. Potato's going to pop it up, barely get it past Cran. Off that crossbar from Gababy's shot, finds a clear. Nano, though, rotated back quickly, manages to volley the ball back to the mid. It's going to be popped off the wall from Quez to Greed, who dunks it down. Potato's in the net. It's going to hit that crossbar. Follow-up shot also turned away. Nano did get demoed in the process, but they have returned. Trying to get a clear here is going to be Gababy crossing that midfield stripe.
Gababy gets that ball stolen away with Greed with a nice challenge. Potato, one tap off the wall, but unfortunately nobody's there, so Cran going to hit it towards midfield. Nice intercept by Gababy. Nobody's in goal. Nano off the crossbar. Potato, one more chance, but looks like Greed should corral this. Start to pinch it, move that ball upfield to the blue side.
Quez is going to bounce it off the wall to get it around Nano. See a demo on to Cran from Potato. Quez is going to go for the challenge against Gababy. Instead, they're going to choose to get in front of them to try and stop this clear from happening. Greed's going to rotate back. Quez at the midfield, taken out by Gababy.
Cran going to play this one off the wall. Gets a challenge for Potato, but instead he'll just steal that back boost. That is huge. The boost levels for the Barracudas very low, and Gababy just kind of brute forces that goal in to give his team the lead. This is a nice steal by Gababy. Just kind of plays the double tap. Fantastic goal for the Scorpions, and so far, our top team, they're already looking real strong.
Definitely, but they're only in the lead by 1 right now, and you really want that 2-goal lead in order to be in a good position, because right now, even if we go this next 2.5 minutes with no goals, Barracudas could find one at the last possible second and bring us to an overtime, but either way, we're tied 2-a-side, 2 minutes, 33 seconds left on that clock.
Yeah, Quez just with a great pass from Greed. My goodness, the setup there. Potato can't rotate down. A fantastic play. Ties us at 2-2 with just over 2.5 minutes left here in game number 1 of our first round robin as we get a great win off the kickoff, though. Gababy should be here. One tap off the wall, looking to air dribble it towards midfield. Cran with a nice challenge. The ball's still going to take a nice Scorpions bounce over to the corner.
Quez pushing forward, has the ball in the corner. Double commit from the defending Scorpions. They're going to leave the ball for a little bit. Allows Cran to come in. He's going to center it up to Quez. Quez taking a couple of touches. Tries to play it around Potato. Sends it to the side. Nano, though, off that wall. Has a great shot turned away by Nano.
Oh, Quez with a nice touch over Potato. Gababy with a nice dribble around him, and now looking to get it past Cran on the challenge. Ball stalls out near midfield. Nano off the wall, looking for a pass to Potato. Wide open net. They missed the demo, though, as Quez goes over it and is able to make a save. Waterfall down. Quez, another nice stop to get the ball above the net. One more touch, though. Gababy puts it in to give the Scorpions the lead.
Absolutely beautiful goal here. However, still plenty of time left on that clock to find an equalizer. As I mentioned, you still want to be in a 2-goal lead. And we just saw 2 goals within roughly a minute of each other. So with that being said, we could see a few more for either team. Ball here in the corner. Gababy going for the clear with very little pressure on them right now. They can take a few touches, but they took one too many, allowing Quez to come in. Potato tries to stop this ball from crossing the midfield stripe. Instead, going to hit the back wall for the back third of the Scorpion side of the field. Nano down in the corner, has the ball stolen away by Greed.
Oh, great job there by Cran. Puts it in front of the net. Gababy, though, going to intercept it. It's a wide open net, but I don't think they got enough momentum on it. Gababy just missed touching that ball. Another follow-up shot as Cran makes a huge save off the wall. The Barracudas hold on. Minute 08 left here. Nano can't get a great clear off the wall. Quez going to put it in front of the goal, and Greed puts it in.
Beautiful wombo combo. The handoff between those two is almost unstoppable when they are in the right positions. And Cran, fantastic defender, can also make fantastic shots when they need to be in that position. But right now, they are in a good position to continue for the next minute to play keep away if they want to go to golden goal situation. But both teams desperately clawing at the opportunity to find another goal, possibly 2. And Nano is going to find it with 1 minute left on the clock. Scorpions in the lead by 1.
We're going to get an assist here from Greed, unfortunately, as that ball would have been off the crossbar, but Greed tried to play it, ends up popping it into his own net here. So he gives the Scorpions the lead. Can he help redeem the Barracudas, get his team back even in the last 60 seconds? We're about to find out. It's a great clear up by Cran. Gababy, though, going to steal it away. Gets bumped around, though, by Greed, so he can't play any follow-up shots. And now Quez racing down. Nano not able to clear it once again. They've already scored once this way, but Gababy able to clear it away and get some space for his team.
Gababy's going to pop the ball forward to Nano, who dunks it back down to Gababy. Double commit from the defenders, though, does allow the ball to get pinched and sent to the side. Greed leaves it, allowing Potato to come in, takes the shot. There's another double commit from the defenders, but no punishment, so Quez going forward in the air. 30 seconds left on the clock. Barracudas really need one more goal here in order to bring us into overtime.
No, bad clear here by the Scorpions, and it almost results in a goal. Greed off the crossbar. It would have been a huge redemption for him. Cran going to try and center it up with a Gababy will clear it away. One more chance for Greed. 9 seconds left. Puts it right in front of the net. A double commit from Nano and Gababy, but a demo onto Quez is going to open things up. 2 seconds left. They've got to keep the ball up in the air. Cran, it hits the wall, but no one's able to get there. And the Scorpions hold on as we're rushing the stage here. Live reactions. The parents are hyped. How are the players feeling? Good job, Barracudas, holding strong. Scorpions.
Those of you that are drinking water, I'm very proud.
The Scorpions did not look like that cocky of a bunch from what I heard. But a very close game, and it really just came down to that one mistake. Greed tried to retreat. Unfortunately, ball hit off the crossbar. He has to make that play. You've got to go for the save. If you just watch that ball bounce in, you're probably running laps, but just an unfortunate bounce, and that is the game of Rocket League sometimes.
I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like, if you're there, it may or may not go in. If you're not there, it goes in. So you might as well try. It happens to everyone. I think we saw it multiple times the other day when we were casting Rocket League here for Esports Tower. Yeah. It's still a best of 5. A 1-goal differential, not that big of a deal.
No, you can't be mad for either of these teams. I think the Barracudas played really strong. They had a couple of really great kickoffs against the Scorpions. They kind of knew when they get a certain alignment, when a certain player's taking that kickoff, we can go for a shot. It was really impressive to see. But, yeah, very, very little margins here. Clean up those, very, really minor mistakes. The only double kits really came out were at the very end when the Scorpions were trying to hang on. Ended up working out. But here we go. Game number 2. Scorpions and Barracudas here in this Esports Tower Rocket League Rumble. Scorpions claim a very, very close game number 1. Can either team find some advantage here? Is Gababy going to deny that first near attempt at the goal? Greed will pop it up in the air, but Potato should be able to play it. But they missed the pass to Nano. It's a great opportunity for Cran, but Potato gets a nice 50 over him, is able to clear it.
Quez is going to pop the ball up at the midfield, look to play it off the wall. It's going to hit the ceiling again, making it difficult to maintain possession off the ground. Gababy's going to go forward, take a few touches. Cran's putting the pressure on, steals the ball away. Going to be immediately sent into the corner where Nano's waiting. Quez putting pressure on them, goes for the solo play, does hit the crossbar and slide across the other side. So now Greed goes to center this ball back up, takes a couple of touches and a shot, neither of which are going to allow a teammate to follow up.
Greed had to retreat, had to grab some more boost, as now they have a chance here. Gababy with a nice 1-on-2 save. Cran gonna lob a shot on net. It's good if it would have dropped, but Nano able to turn that one away. It's over Cran's head. Greed will keep it alive. Nearly a minute of side control for the Barracudas. A great center, but nobody's there, so Gababy able to clear it away, and finally, Potato can set something up for his team here.
Challenge between Cran and Gababy. Ball does find its way to the side. Centered back up at the midfield, though, so Gababy's going to dunk it down. Hits Quez. Quez tries to pop it up. Potato, though, has an opportunity to play it around one. Gets it to the wall, plays it around another, but it's very low on boost. They cannot do too much. Double commit from the Scorpions. Results in a shot on goal from Potato, but that crossbar is nobody's friend.
Potato at least gets a nice challenge over Cran, but it's Quez who's going to get a touch on it. Nano mid-air, nice stop over to the corner. Huge demo here as well. Goals wide open. Gababy offside wall. Potato elevates, shot on net, but Greed turns it away. Fantastic defense by the Barracudas. Can they find a clear? Greed, nice dribble around one. Cran coming in, a huge demo. Makes it a 2-on-3. Can Cran center the ball up for a teammate? Unfortunately, he gets challenged by Potato. Quez off Cran's ceiling, but unfortunately not able to find anything as a weak shot. Just hits the crossbar, but Quez on the follow-up gives the Barracudas the first goal of game 2.
Just a slight touch from Greed forces one defender out of the way. Quez sees the opportunity and gets that ball into the net. Our first goal almost taking 2.5 minutes. As we're approaching that halfway mark. One goal so far. Very different than when we first saw, but much more demos than we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, the game 1, definitely a feeling out game. We've gotten a lot more aggressive here in game 2. I think the Barracudas have honestly just got a bit more dominant. They've had a ton of side control. They do nearly run into each other. Lets the ball roll back to the net, but Quez is able to corral it. Gababy trying to spike it down, and he does! Barracudas just have some lackluster defense. Looks like Greed was getting some boosts. Unfortunately, just got caught out of position. They tried to challenge it from the net too, but that's a great response by the Scorpions. Tie our game at 1 as we near the second half of game 2.
Off the kickoff, it's going to look like a baby gets the better touch, but the follow-up was not fast enough. Potato is going to send the ball to the wall. Look to play it around Quez, manages to do that off the wall. Greed elevates, perfect opportunity for Baby to take the shot. They find it, putting themselves in the lead by 1, but still plenty of time left in the second half.
It's a great dribble there by Baby. Puts it in. And all of a sudden the Scorpions again looking really strong as we've seen them look the last few times. Let's see if they can hold this lead now as Greed on the kickoff. Does get a touch. Cran going to bump him out of the way as the ball basically resets to midfield. Right on that wall as Potato will get a touch, but now Quez, one touch on it. Can he play it off the wall around Nano? Yes, he can. Second touch for Quez is up as well. We get a bump between teammates, which means it's a 1-on-2. Potato and Quez, though, collide on the ball. That buys the Scorpions some time, and the Barracudas just retreat as Greed's going to fire a shot high up the net. Baby's going to push it away.
Cran off the wall, looks played around Nano. Nano's going to stall this ball out. Quez steals it away, pops the ball up. It's going to be saved by Baby, but it's not cleared out just yet. Greed's looking to center it up again. Potato goes for the challenge, forcing the pass to Quez. It's going to elevate, try to dunk it down, but a 50-50 challenge results in another reset. Quez dunks it down. Opportunity for Cran. Unfortunately, did not elevate to the right level. Pops it up again. Still here in front of the Scorpions' goal. Greed goes for the shot. Saved by Baby.
A great sequence here by the Barracudas. Multiple shot attempts. Another one comes out from Quez, his 5th of the game, but does get turned away by Potato. And now the Scorpions look to extend this lead, but a great steal from Greed. A pass to Cran. He's going to clear it the length of the field, maybe to himself, but it's Baby who gets there first. And now Quez can't beat Potato to the ball off the side wall, and the Scorpions looking to kill time here, regain possession, but a nice steal by Greed. Maybe he's got something going here for the Barracudas.
Quez takes a shot, saved by Nano. Greed tries to go for the fall, but Baby's going to push them out of the way instead. Ball is finally crossing that midfield stripe. Nano has the ball stolen away. It's going to hit the wall. No one's finding it just yet. Potato leaves the ball for Baby, who's going to send it into the corner. Go for the second touch to find a shot on goal. Unfortunately, going too wide. So we're ticking down to the 40-second mark. Greed crosses the midfield stripe with the ball. Stopped by Nano, though, so Quez comes in to help out.
Oh, huge demo onto Baby. Going to keep things right in front of the net. Quez tried to spike it down. Greed misses. Huge miss there by the Barracudas, and now at 30 seconds left, Baby and company looking for that insurance goal. Greed going to launch it down to Quez. Can they center it up? Yes, they can, but a great save by Nano. One more chance here for Quez. He's going to launch it up for Greed again. He wins the first tap, the second off the wall. He misses, unfortunately. 2 opportunities for the Barracudas go to waste.
7 seconds left on that timer. Basically now with the ball on their back third, Barracudas need to pop this ball up, keep it in the air, and find the equalizer, all while not allowing that ball to hit the ground, but it's going to get grounded by the Scorpions, allowing them to walk with the Game 2 victory and putting themselves at match point.
I mean, even with the Scorpions up 2-0, I mean, the goal difference so far is 2. And I mean, the Barracudas just 3 insanely good chances there in the final 30 seconds. Some great passing between Greed and Quez there on that final attempt, but I just think Greed didn't have enough speed to try that double tap off the walls. We get a great replay of these last 30 seconds that, I mean, multiple chances for the Barracudas to try and tie this game up.
I hope, Nano, this is not the first time you're going to hear me say this, but this is the first time you'll hear me say it in person. If the Barracudas want to get a goal in, they need to demo you, because you are a defensive powerhouse. You are fantastic on that defense, and you stopped so many goals, even back-to-backs, preventing goals from going in. And those last 30 seconds, you were the reason why that ball did not slip past that net. So you might spend a little bit of time on the respawn screen.
See if that is what the Barracudas want to do. Again, the Scorpions looking really strong, up 2-0 in this series. But again, this hasn't felt like a 2-0 at all, Nerdy. I mean, both these games could have gone either way, could have gone to overtime if there's just an inch to the right, an inch lower for a couple of these shots. So I'm excited to see what the Barracudas are going to do. I also want to see them get a bit more creative. A lot of those shots in those final 30 seconds were off the wall, right in front of the net, and Nano was prepared, as you mentioned. So maybe some solo air dribbles, looking for something to catch the Scorpions off guard. As we'll hop in who will take this one. The Scorpions in blue, the Barracudas in orange, trying to extend the series. It's Cran and company once again, an early start here. Cran gonna take the shot, but who's in net? It's Nano Nerdy who makes a great save.
And Gababy's going to take out Quez, making this offensive opportunity a little bit more difficult here for the Barracudas. Respawn has happened. They're kind of all playing within this midfield space. Ball, unfortunately, does get popped up and past Quez. Nano plays it into the corner. Quez is going to go after it, leave it instead, allow Cran to grab it, dunk it down to Greed, plays it off the wall to center it up. Never mind, sends it to the other side, intending it for Quez. Cran, though, steals that ball away from Nano. 50-50 is going to result in Cran dunking the ball down in front of the net, but the follow-up is not there because the rotations already came out. Ball goes over Quez. Nano goes for the shot, but it's going to be too wide and too high.
Nano kind of has that ball right behind him as Cran tries to take a long clear down. It does get blocked. Greed with a nice touch, but it's Nano near midfield. High shot. Quez deflects it. And he bounces off the wall, and Potato will keep it alive, but a nice steal here by Quez. Now going to go racing down, trying to play it off the wall, but Gababy reads it perfectly. Cran, one more attempt, center of the net. Greed racing in, but a nice touch by Nano to redirect that ball, and now they've got a chance on offense here for the Scorpions, bouncing in front of the net, but Cran will get the clear.
Cran sends it to Quez, who's going to go for some aerial play here. Looks to get it in the net. Almost gets it past Gababy. Greed goes for the follow-up. Unfortunately, the shot does go a little bit wide. Still here on the back third, the Scorpion side of the field. Potato looks for the clear. Too slow, though, so Quez will pop it up. Gets it past Gababy. Manages to maintain possession. Greed comes in, but can't get high enough. But there is a double commit from the defenders. Will there be a follow-up pass enough? There will not. Ball gets cleared by Gababy.
Greed going to keep it alive on the blue side here, but his team is running very low on boost, himself included. 0-0-22. You've got to retreat if you're the Barracudas. You cannot get caught flat-footed as Cran lobs one in with a great save by Gababy, pinching it off the crossbar. Another stop here by Gababy as well, but the Scorpions need to find some breathing room. That's been on their side all game. Another great save, and Nano finds it clear.
Quez races back, plays well off the backboard, manages to get a few touches, but ball has not left this back third for the Barracudas half of the field. At the midfield, Nano's going to look to play it around one, play it off of Greed's touch, sending it to the side, allowing Potato to come in. They're going to look for an opportunity to dunk this ball down, but it will be taken away by Quez in the air in front of the goal.
Cran looking to get a clear, one touch, two touches down into the corner. Potato, nice read, gets it around another as well, but Greed is there to stop him. But now that he gets demoed, this is a chance on net and a 1-on-2. A demo goes out onto Cran as well, but there's no one to get a ball touch here for the Scorpions. They center, we get another demo. Quez this time picking it up, but it's not enough to relieve the pressure. Potato waiting to read what Cran wants to do with this ball, sees it being played off the wall, gets a touch on it, but Greed able to clear it away to Quez, who gets a mid-air demo at that. Nearly the goal, and he gets it anyway. That's basically the trifecta, the clear, the demo, and the goal.
That was, and nonetheless, the demo had to go on to Nano, because we know if Nano had not been demoed, there might have been a secondary touch there that would have just been turned away. So we have a 1-goal lead. Scorpions still looking for their first, just under 2 minutes left. That's the longest we've seen in a while for a goal to get scored. But Cran goes for the fabulous solo play and finds goal number 2.
This is what the Barracudas needed. A couple of solo goals, one from Quez, one from Cran, nobody back on defense, and all of a sudden, game 3, looks like we might keep this series around here in this best of 5 unless the Scorpions can find some goals in the last 2 minutes. Kickoff favors Potato, and he's going to go racing in, steal that boost away from Quez. They battle up in the air. He centers it down. Gababy, one touch. But Greed able to stop that one. Nano going to try and pinch it off the wall, keep it alive in an attacking position. He'll center it off the back wall. Racing is Gababy, but it's turned away by Greed.
Quez off the wall, sends it to Cran, but Potato gets the pinch off, sending the ball right back to Nano, who's going to elevate, look to get this ball down in front of the net for follow-up. Potato has to be there to play it off the wall. Nano sends it to Gababy. Gababy, though, rotates back because the ball is just a little bit too fast for them. They're going to go in the air. Ball stolen away by Quez, dunked down in the corner to Cran. Lots of pressure being put on 2 people there as there's a car pileup. Ball does get clear to the mid. Greed looking for an opportunity, has it stolen away by Nano.
Cran, nice save. Gababy, nice dunk down, looking to set something up the wall for a teammate. It's Potato who gets the touch, but it's wide of the net. Potato and Greed actually run into each other, so Baby able to corral this one. Once again, looking to set up something in front of the net here. But it's Greed and Cran combining to slow this one down and look for a clear. Gets it around Potato. Greed could extend the lead, but he hits the crossbar. Now Nano has a chance. Huge clear. Can he play it off the back wall to himself for a teammate? Baby going to pass that on as well because he knows Potato's behind him. And the Scorpions will reset here on the orange side of the field.
Elevation from Cran allows him to play the ball off the back wall. It's going to go to Greed, but before Greed gets a touch, Nano does. Potato looks for an opportunity, but the ball's angle was just not quite right, so they have to reset this one. 20 seconds left on the clock. Scorpions looking for 2 goals to equalize it. Very rough situation to be in if you're a Scorpions fan. Shot on goal from Cran, turned away by Nano.
Oh, follow-up shot, just a little bit too slow, but with 8 seconds left, this game pretty much in the bag for the Barracudas. They finally figure it out, pick up a win here over the Scorpions. We'll see if they can get one at the very end. As Greed might have had it, but the ball did touch the ground, and the Barracudas extend the series. And yeah, I mean, this is what it felt like watching the game. The shots in particular. I don't want to call the stats a liar, Nerdy, but that did not feel like 50-50 side control.
No, not at all. I mean, the first half of that game felt like it was all Barracudas on the Scorpions' back third.
Yeah.
So either we counted wrong, our sense of time is completely off, or the Bacchus mod is wrong. And I'm going to go with that, because we're not crazy.
Yeah, who do you trust, the computer or your sense of feeling? And I trust our sense of feeling up here on the caster desk. But the shots, 65-35% in favor of the Barracudas. And again, that's what we talked about, the side control, especially Game 2, you could see it. Game 3, it was very, very obvious. The Barracudas, they start fast, shot after shot after shot, but really what did it for them was a spectacular play by Quez, the clear, the demo onto Nano that you said needed to happen, and the shot. And then a great solo goal by Cran. When they're getting creative solely, the Barracudas are very much a threat. Their setup plays where it's offside wall, try and center it. Nano and Gababy in particular, I think Gababy had 4 saves that game, are figuring out how they want to set passes up, though.
Most definitely. And Nano and Gababy, you can't go for the standard as some of our casters here would like people to stick with, which is like your core mechanics of Rocket League, going off that backboard, looking to dunk it down, pinch it off. Those types of plays, you got to give more respect to the entire side of the Scorpions. They're ready for it. They know how to stop those in most cases, unless the geometry's not in their favor. So you've got to get creative, and that's exactly how the Barracudas responded. But still, Scorpions at match point. Barracudas looking to win this one to put themselves in the same position.
Potato, nice clear, but Cran is there, going to pop it up in the air over Nano as Cran gets another great touch on it. It does roll down right into Gababy's lap, so he'll look to clear it as Quez will get a touch on it, cleared halfway across midfield before Potato picks it up. But so far, finally, some side control for the Scorpions. Potato looking for a play on net, but it's not going to matter as the ball gets cleared to midfield.
Quez unfortunately elevated too high. We will see Cran get demoed by Potato. Gababy takes a few touches, plays it around one, plays it around another. But can they get it past Cran? They will by demoing Cran. It's going to get popped up. Quez will pop the ball up again. Ball still here on the Barracudas half of the field. They're looking for an opportunity to find a clear. Potato's going to try and stop it. Greed gets a shot on goal. It's going to be stopped by Gababy, so the follow from Cran was not able to happen. Ball in the corner looking to be corralled out by Gababy. Crossing the midfield stripe. They have to get it past Cran, though, and they cannot.
Nano, one touch, looking for a second. Centered up right in front of the net. Potato and Quez collide, and Greed should have possession here as he plays it around Gababy. They do run into each other, though. Greed just racing down, running through everybody. Nice stop by Gababy. Quez going to keep it alive. He'll take a shot. It's wide. Nano with the rebound. Enough to throw Quez off, so Nano can start his dribble.
Nano pops it up, plays it around one. Can't get it past Greed, though.
Ooh.
Gababy comes in to help out. Shot on goal. Turned away by Quez. Gababy at the midfield. Sends the ball to Potato, who volleys it into the back corner. Greed and Cran both double commit on that ball. Quez at the midfield, though, is going to look to play it around Gababy, possibly center it up to Cran. No, they leave it, allowing Nano actually to come in and get a touch, who's going to send it down to the midfield. Greed will elevate to take that ball away.
Ooh, nice steal there by Gababy, but Quez, perfect position, gets a clear, but Potato reads that. He'll rip a shot. Cran, nice save, but a follow-up here potentially by Nano. Great pinch off the wall to maintain possession. Centers it up for Gababy, who gets the touch on it, and the Scorpions have the lead.
Almost 2 full minutes before 1 goal was scored, very similar to our last game. Again, looking for the second one to put themselves in that security goal positioning. Perhaps the Barracudas are going to feel exactly what the Scorpions did last game and walk away with a goose egg on this one, but still easy to tie this one up. The question is, can they do it?
Kickoff, gonna just go to the blue side as Nano will recover it. He gets it around Greed as well, and Quez will play the rebound here. Now wants to force a shot in. Potato with a fantastic save. Now can't quite sneak it around. Can instead? Yes, he can. But it's Greed who should recover it. And the Barracudas can look to make some action here happen as we wind down the first half of the game.
Nano goes for the challenge against Quez. Quez gets it in front of them, looks to play it past Potato. Awkward pinch results in the ball getting popped high. Nano tries to play it around Greed. The 50-50 results in Greed getting a slight touch. Quez is going to take out Gababy. Doesn't matter though. Potato at the midfield stops the ball from fully crossing that stripe. Greed pops the ball, trying to leave it for Quez. Read by Potato. Cran at the mid again, pops it up. Double commit from Gababy and one other teammate. Ball off the back wall for the Barracudas. They find a clear.
Ooh, Potato steals that clear. Nearly had a fantastic shot. Upper right-hand corner. It's followed up by another by Nano. Nano looking for one more. He gets it off the crossbar, but a nice pinch from Cran should lead to Quez racing upfield with the ball, and that's exactly what happens. Quez with another steal. The ball does ricochet back to the orange side for a moment. Demo onto Potato, and that'll be up to Nano and company clear, and they do just that.
Ball in the corner. Cran gets it past one, sends it to Quez. Quez has to get it past two defenders. They'll collide with one of them. Greed leaves the ball for Quez yet again. So Quez now centering this ball up. Tries to have Cran come in for the tee-off play. Unfortunately, too slow, though. Allows for the Scorpions to turn it around for a few moments. Nano taking out Greed, so it means this offensive opportunity might be slowed down and turned around for the Barracudas. Quez going for another one, gets it past two. It's going to go for the reset off the backboard and finds the equalizer. Minute 24 seconds left on the clock.
This is a great, he's gonna juke all three of them at once.
Beautiful,
How's your ankles? Somebody call a doctor. I think the Scorpions are gonna need some ankle braces after that. My goodness. Quez putting the team on his back. Barracuda's tied up. Greed with a nice win off the kickoff. But Nano able to corral that one. Demo at midfield as these teams looking to break our 1-1 tie. Nice save by Gababy. Greed gonna rip the shot, and it rolls in.
Barracudas now in the lead by one. Cannot say that they are comfortable just yet because, you know, buzzer beater goals happen all the time, so they need one more where the Scorpions looking for one themselves to equalize this out. Minute and 11 seconds left. It's doable. Not easy, especially with how gifted both of these teams are. Unfortunately, though, we had a breakdown of communications between the Barracudas there for a few moments.
That would have been a great one with Quez going, but Greed, as you mentioned, nearly bumps him out of the way. 1 minute left. Oh, that would have been a sick touch by Nano, but he was just under the ball. Potato going to keep it alive. Can he keep his momentum going? No, he cannot. As Cran able to get a nice steal. Gababy stopped by Cran. Cran's got an open net.
Cran!
This is fantastic. Just reads the clear, and you can't miss that.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Barracudas have found life. 48 seconds left for the Scorpions, which is still a ton of time, especially Potato could have won this kickoff. Unfortunately, the Barracudas trying to make this one sort of a blowout here as they look for their fourth goal. Quez right in front of the net, but Gababy is there. One touch over to Nano. They combine, but it doesn't matter. Gababy gets credit. It's a 3-2 game.
One goal differential, not anything new here for this five-game series that we might see a full five for at this rate. Barracuda still in the lead by one. They just have to either A, play keep away for 36 seconds or find another goal for themselves. Off the kickoff, Cran wins it. Quez is going to try to go for the follow, but Potato gets the first touch off of it. Cran elevates with possession as we see two of the Scorpions collide with one another. Shot on goal, turned away by Gababy. A reset opportunity here from Greed, just not enough momentum on that ball, results in the ball easily being cleared as we see Cran get demoed by Potato. Shot on goal, turned away by Greed before the system even accredits the shot.
That was a fantastic save by Greed in a one-on-one. That could have tied this game up. 8 seconds left. Last chance here for the Scorpions as we get to 0. Potato not able to get to the ball. Quez looking for a clear. Can he play keep away? Yes, he can. Nearly puts the ball right where it's about to be. Nerdy, he drops it right in midfield. The Barracudas hold on. There's no way they had more side control this game, computer, than they had last game. I know you're lying to me now. What a fantastic effort by the Barracudas. And I mean, I'm really happy Greed got that goal because he had missed so many by 1 inch, and to hit the crossbar and this time get the roll in, he needed that. It gave the Barracudas the lead, and they never looked back.
Definitely, and now we're in a game 5. This is what we wanted to see. I have yet to see an overtime during our Esports Tower event so far, so I'm hoping to see an actual overtime. I love the energy of them. However, that turns into there is absolutely no room for error, and I know that could be rough.
And the crazy thing is We haven't seen overtime in a series that has been decided by 1 goal 3 out of the 4 games. I mean, they have been so incredibly close here up on stage. You see the players talking with each other. Scorpions on your left there. Barracudas on the right as we get ready for Game 5. And this is going to be a barn burner. Again, one of our coaches, we'll leave him unnamed so in case he's wrong, we don't call him out, thought the Barracudas would go undefeated in groups. So he's got a lot riding on this game here. Can they take down the Scorpions? Be a reverse sweep too, and that's going to be something that I'm curious how the Scorpions, how are you going to handle it mentally? First game up on stage in this Rumble, and you get reverse swept in the group stage? I mean, like, do you just walk off at that point and not come back? Because, I mean, how do you recover? We'll find out. Do we get a reverse sweep, or do the Scorpions hold on as we kick off Game 5 with Cran and company in control? Toga Baby with a fantastic demo.
We have Greed playing it off the wall. It's going to go into the corner. Baby gets a touch on it, looks for the clear to Potato. And with Potato getting pushed out of the way, Nano comes in, sending the ball into the corner on the Barracudas half. They're going to, unfortunately, Korean leaves possession. Nano gets it again. We have another demolition from Gababy onto Nano, making defense very difficult now for the Barracudas. Ball at the midfield. Gababy pops it up, looking for Nano, but it's going to get cleared by Cran.
Oh, great touch by Cran. It's in front of the net, but Gababy with a save, but he runs into Nano. Luckily, no disaster here so far for the Scorpions as they are able to at least clear towards midfield. Quez going to get a touch on it. 1 around Potato, 2 around Nano. Greed's right there, looking to center it up. But Gababy is there, and it looks like it'll be a retreat from our Barracudas. And a demo going to slow things down as Gababy and Potato combine for a shot, but nothing's happening.
Ball in the corner. Quez looking to corral it and get away from it.
Oh! Hey, if you want to be the top team, sometimes you let the other team score on themselves. Unfortunately, kind of takes a ricochet off Quez. Cran looking to take that front post, just noses the ball into his own goal. But there's still plenty of time, Nerdy. You can't be upset. 4 minutes here. Easy for Cran and company to get back in this.
It happens. It's okay. Off kickoff.
Right here?
Oh, Cran, is this the redemption right away? Almost. It was a little bit too wide. Potato did get a touch on it as well. Ball back in the corner. Cranford looking for another opportunity. Slows down, plays it around Nano by passing it to Greed. Greed's going to ricochet off the ceiling with that clear. Potato looking for an opportunity to snag this ball away. Nano goes for the 50-50. It will allow the ball to be sent to the midfield to Potato, but Baby takes out Quez, just going on demolition derby right now. Nano finds the second goal here for the Scorpions.
It's a great play from Nano. Just Potato sets it up for him, and that's a great angle. I mean, that is not one of those angles you expect. Nano, as you said, Nerdy, puts the Scorpions up too, but there's still 3.5 minutes for the Barracudas to start their comeback, and Quez gets a great win off kickoff, and Nano doesn't get a great touch on it, but he still ends up corralling the ball. They'll look to center it over to a teammate, but nobody's home, so the Barracudas can look to make a play on it. They pop it up in the air, but Potato rating right there. Gababy, nice shot. But Quez going to deny a rebound, just cleared out towards midfield.
Nano is at the mid, goes for the challenge against Quez. Ball's going to be sent right into the center of the field. Gababy looking for an opportunity. Ball ends up getting touched by Cran first. It's on the back third here on the Scorpions half. Potato looks to get it away from Greed. They cannot. Greed puts it in front of the goal. The follow-up for the pinch play just a little bit too late.
Cran does keep it alive, however. Looks to make a solo play. Can't. Greed going to rip a shot, but Nano there for the save, as he has been all series, and now he can go racing down. Gonna look to play it himself, potentially off the ceiling, but the ball does get sort of stuttered out there right in front of the net. As Gababy looking for a touch on it. It's Potato who takes a shot. It's gonna be high and wide of the net. Gababy and Greed with a bit of a tie-up and a nice clear by Quez here to set the Barracudas up with something.
We're crossing down into the second half of game number 5 now. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Scorpions still in the lead by 2. It's a goal roughly every minute and 15 seconds for the Barracudas if they want to tie this one up, as we have Quez pushing forward. Gababy taking out one of the Barracudas players, making this offense a little bit easier. Thought that was going to be an own goal again. Thankfully, Gababy will not suffer that curse just yet. Quez.
That was a sick shot by Nano, too, if that had gone in. But we might have another one here for Nano. And we do. It doesn't look as cool, but it counts all the same. Nano putting the Scorpions up 3-0 here with a great setup from Potato. And all of a sudden, the Scorpions, maybe the reverse sweep, scared them enough because they have taken full control of this game number 5. We'll see what the Barracudas can do in our final 2 minutes. Quez looking for a play, going to have to retreat back to his corner as we get another demo out onto Greed. Just 6 demos for the Scorpions this game. They have been the aggressors, and it is shown on the scoreboard.
Ball is on the Scorpions half of the field, playing it off the back wall. We have Gababy looking to send it to Nano. Nano finds it, centers it back up, but there's no one there, so Potato's rushing forward to try and get an opportunity to get a touch. Greed plays it off the wall, sends it to Quez. Quez plays it off the wall himself. Cran's gonna get demoed by Potato in that defensive midfield position. So now Nano pushing forward. Cran is going to manage to steal it away. Goes to the challenge against Gababy. Potato, though, off that clear, pops the ball up at the midfield where Greed immediately dunks it right back down.
Quez keeps it alive up in the air, but can't quite get the touch off the wall. And time now burning down on the Barracudas. 1:16 and counting as Cran will reset with it, but a great steal by Potato. Get out the dagger and stab it through the Barracuda's heart. I think this one might be over after that one.
Yeah, it looks as to be a GG go next. We've seen a lot of goals scored in 40 seconds, but a game that is this close between these two teams, the odds of that happening are just so slim. We have 1:13 left. That's 4 goals the Barracudas need to score to just even equalize this one out. Not going to be easy. Kickoff goes in favor of Nano, but it's left. Quez tries to pop it up. Unfortunately, can't find the elevation necessary. Double commit from the defenders. Ball hits the back wall. Going to almost go to the mid where Gababy stops it, sends it to Nano. Greed goes for the challenge. Ball still here on the Barracuda side.
Oh, Gababy with a nice defensive play there. Great touch and great demo, but the Scorpions, content with their 4-0 lead, gonna at least back off a little bit so nothing drastic happens as Cran gets one touch, a second touch. Gababy is there, gonna beat all 3 members of the Barracudas to the ball. Gets a beat on Quez as well. Greed looking to center it, but I think the Barracudas get a bit too trigger happy. They double commit on that one. A nice shot from Nano, but 30 seconds left and the Barracudas just aren't finding anything with this great defense the Scorpions have set up.
Greed's trying to find at least one morality goal here for themselves. Unfortunately, it will be sent right back to the midfield. We've got 20 seconds left. Nano sends the ball in the corner on the Barracudas half of the field. It gets taken away for a few moments, but Potato tries to keep this one alive. Gababy's going to come in. Never mind, they'll leave it. Quez looking for a shot themselves. Has the shot taken. Double commit for the defenders. Gababy finds the save. There's almost no time left. Quez still desperate to find at least one goal for their team.
Quez gonna keep this alive. Greed, Cran over to the corner. Not quite. Potato, will he keep it alive? Yes, he will. The Scorpions want to go out in style. Can he get over to Nano? But it's not close enough to go in, and the Scorpions hold on to win that series 4-0. And we see why they're the top team. The Barracudas made that series so close. But the Scorpions, they smelt blood in Game 5. They struck first, and they just didn't even let the Barracudas catch their breath. They're the top team for the reason the last few times, and they prove it right here. Of course, don't forget, going at it alone can only get you so far. I think all of these teams know it at this point since they've made it here. If you want to level up your chance of success, you got to level up your teaming skills. We saw that from the Scorpions, a back and forth series, but they blow them out of the water with some great goals in Game 5. Esports Tower really takes time to create teams of well-matched teammates. I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Jake, and if you're watching and you haven't checked out the Esports Tower clubs yet, you should. It is the fast track to rank up. Scorpions stay on top, but the Barracudas are not a team to be messed with in a 5-game series. Absolutely banger to start off the night in our Rocket League Rumble, Nerdy.
I could not be more satisfied with that unless there was an overtime, but maybe I'll see one today. Maybe
I mean, with how close that game was, I don't know how you wouldn't, but I mean, again, Game 5 did kind of let us down, so
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We've still got more group stage games left here. I do believe we got the schedule we can pull up here to kind of show where we are going in this Rocket League Rumble, what teams we'll kind of take a look at here. There it is on your screen. So Scorpions take down the Barracudas. They'll stay up on the stage. The Vipers will join them, and then we'll wrap up the round robin with the Barracudas and Vipers, and then get to our semifinals and grand finals. We're going to take a quick break here. Up on the desk, we'll be back with our second match of the night here in this Esports Tower Rocket League Rumble in just a little bit.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back into this Esports Tower Rocket League Rumble at the Esports Tower event live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We just saw the Scorpions survive against the Barracudas as we see our production staff holding it down, making us look and sound good up on the desk. Michael Fishfisher, Artie Nerdy Bird Rain here, and we are ready to go here for round number 2 of the round robin. Scorpions staying up there on your left side of the screen. We've got Potato, Nano, and Gababy. Top team so far, looking really strong. Taking on the Vipers here, who have had their ups and downs. Again, our anonymous source, who was wrong about the Barracudas going undefeated in the group stage, did say he thought the Vipers might have some issues in the group stage, but thought once we get to the semifinals here later tonight, they might make some noise. But again, there's a very talented Viper squad here. You see the schedule. We're at Scorpions Vipers now, and we'll end our round robin with Barracudas versus Vipers, and then get to our semifinals and the grand finals here. But we take a look as the rosters, and we get ready to hop in again. Gababy, Nano, and Potato staying up there for the Scorpions. Toke, Enzo, and Zydra going to be on the Vipers side here, and we'll see who can take down who. Again, Scorpions probably come in as decent-sized favorites, I think, into this matchup. They've looked really strong. The Vipers have had their ups and downs recently, but we'll see. Anything can happen. I mean, the Barracudas at times probably could argue they could have won that series that we saw earlier in 3-4 games. So we hop into game 1, Nerdy. We'll see if the Scorpions can do it or if the Vipers have figured something out. As we get ready to go in game number 1 here is Nano going to win that kickoff and carry this one over to the net. Drop it for Gababy, but it's saved by Enzo.
Ball still here in the corner. Toke's going to find an opportunity to get it clear, but it's stopped by Potato. Popped up to Gababy, brings back into the corner on the Vipers back third. Centered up, but a whiff there from one of the Scorpions. I believe that was Potato. Results in the ball rolling all the way into the Scorpions' territory. Into the corner, we have Zydra get demoed by Potato, so that's going to make that forward opportunity a little bit harder. Enzo at the midfield tries to stop the ball, but centers it in midair and allows Potato to get the touch shot on goal, turned away by Toke.
Toke, nice carry upfield. Gababy with the steal. Enzo gonna stop it, but Potato just gonna dunk it right over him and set himself up for a great opportunity. Zydra, one save. Nano looking to put this in front of the net, but Gababy can't get there in time. Toke and the Vipers maintain a nice couple of saves here, but they cannot find a clear. Potato with the excellent challenge. Goes for the demo onto Zydra. Can't quite find it though. Nano pushes it in, and the Scorpions strike first here in game 1.
That took a while to find that first goal, which either means it took them time to adjust to how these Vipers like to play, or they finally found their rhythm overall. Vipers, though, defended off those opportunities for well over a minute. Let's see if they can find a goal for themselves, though. Still plenty of time left in this game number 1.
Enzo with a nice carry off the kickoff, but Gababy will corral the rebound as Nano gets a nice touch onto the orange side here. Great adjustment in midair to get a touch off the wall. But Enzo's going to be able to clear it. Gababy misses the pinch and going to get carried down alongside the ball to his teammate Potato. Gets one touch on it, a second touch. This one turned away a bit, but Nano can't quite get to the ball. Enzo, nice chase over, keeps the ball alive for the Vipers.
It's on the other side of the field where Toke grabs it. Challenge from Zydra onto Potato's possession. Ball still here. Toke goes for the centering opportunity off the back walls. Toke also takes out Potato. There's an opportunity, but it needs to be capitalized on quickly. Unfortunately, the reset's already come out. Zydra trying to stop this ball from rolling all the way into their back territory. Toke on the side. Potato gets the better touch. It's centered up for Nano. Nano takes a shot, and that's goal number 2 for the Scorpions.
Nano with a fantastic shot. This is a great setup by Potato, though, and Nano just beats his man. Enzo behind him. Not much you can do here for the Vipers, and maybe the Scorpions figured something out in Game 5 of our last series, because they are now on a 6-0 goal run here. Have not allowed a goal in the last 7 minutes of gameplay. See how long that streak can go on as Nano does get demoed. Potato going to set that ball up for Gababy. They try for the back and forth, but it's not going to work out now. Zydra chasing downfield, trying to play it off the wall, but just loses his dribble. Still centers in front of the net. Nobody home for the Vipers, and Nano can lead the clear.
Looks like Enzo tried to get it around Potato. Unfortunately, could not. Potato is going to lead the ball for the challenge between Gababy and Zydra. Toke is going to be the one to push the ball forward. Potato stops it, sending it right back to the mid. Has to get past Toke. They do collide. Toke is trying to struggle to get this ball to the side because that clear just immediately capitalized on Potato without it going to one direction, keeping it in front of the net. Risky situation to be in. Unfortunately, Zydra on this elevation couldn't get the touch in time, and so that is another goal for the Scorpions.
And you can see in the replay there, Baby was behind Potato, so that ball gets deflected or hits the crossbar. The Scorpions even had a follow-up to that shot, so a great offensive series for them, and they're just looking to add to this lead. Potato looking to center this one, plays it off the wall to himself. So Enzo does get a nice steal. Toke, long clear down, chance here for Enzo, but Nano once again, fantastic save. And the Scorpions remain in the lead.
Gabebe with the ball in the corner, pops up to Nano. Potato gets taken out by Zydra, so now is an opportunity for this ball to be sent to the other side by the Vipers, but the shot on goal from Enzo's gonna be popped up by Potato. Toke goes for the follow-up, unfortunately overdrives that one. Zydra plays off the back wall to Enzo. Enzo shot turned away by Potato. Ball still here on the Scorpions' back half, finally dug out by Gabebe, bringing it to the midfield. Does have to have Nano come in to help them out a little bit though.
Zydra, one touch off the wall, does get bumped out of the way. Potato rips a shot. Toke with the fantastic save. And it's Gabebe, midfield steal, one off the wall, two off the wall. Potato misses, but Nano's right there, weak touch. And it's turned away by Enzo, and now the Vipers at least have some breathing room.
We're ticking down, a minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. Ball finally finding its way into the Scorpions' net, and the Vipers find the first goal for themselves. There's still time to find 2 more goals. I mean, we're almost in the 1-minute territory. It's doable, but this next kickoff really needs to go in favor of the Vipers if they're wanting to make this a little bit easier on themselves.
And just an unfortunate defensive possession, some double commits, some running into each other. Now the Vipers are looking to capitalize. Get a great win off the kickoff. Toke is going to rip a shot, but Nano is there as always. So Toke will get a demo on him onto the way out. Chance to strike here for Enzo and company, but he can't maintain his dribble on the ball. As Nano's going to clear it around a couple. One more chance here for the Scorpions to really put this one away. Enzo, though, fantastic clear to keep his team alive and with hope here as we tick down to the final minute.
Toke and Zydra both go for the challenge. Unfortunately, neither one gets a better touch. Nano takes a shot. It's too wide of the goal. Toke looking for a clear. Does barely find it, but not a lot of speed on that ball. Means it's still here on their back third. Toke takes a couple touches. Stolen away by Gabebe. Gabebe goes for the reset. Ball crossing midfield stripe, immediately volleyed by Potato to Nano. Gets a great redirect, but it's not enough of an angle, so Enzo finds an easy clear. Gabebe goes for another reset here for a shot opportunity. Hits the crossbar again. Toke now has to play it around Potato. Can they? They will not. Is there follow-up? It's going to be, unfortunately, from Gabebe as opposed to one of the Vipers members.
Nano racing down, 15 seconds left. One more goal would win it for the Scorpions at this rate, and it might already be game over as the Vipers need 2 goals in 5 seconds, and it's not going to happen. Scorpions going to claim game number 1 here as soon as the ball touches the ground. 3 players go flying past, and game 1 goes in favor of the Scorpions, and the stats tell you the story of that game. It was Scorpion sided. The Vipers had some opportunities, but I mean, just it did not compare to the amount of dominance the Scorpions had, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
According to those stats, that game was just basically Nano, and I mean, so they're great on defense, they're great on offense, but no one can be great when they're not in the game. That's all I have to say about that one.
He's so slippery, though. He's always up in the air.
Slippery.
I mean, Quez had a mid-air demo him to take him out of the game, so it's going to be a very tough task for the Vipers, especially because, I mean, again, the goal that stands out to me is Nano takes a shot. It goes off the crossbar. Potato finishes. But in the replay, you see Gabebe behind Potato for the follow-up. Now, that is a huge commitment, but that's how confident the Scorpions play. And so stopping them defensively is the first task I think the Vipers have to have because, again, Nano's now showing himself as an offensive threat. We know what Potato and Gabebe can do from past rumbles. I mean, this team just looks like they figured it out for the Scorpions. They've come together for this land. I think maybe they're first, and they've just taken over so far.
I mean, I'm not going to count the Vipers just yet, though. I mean, Enzo is also great on defense. Toke can be super good on defense as well. But Zydra, I mean, they're one of those such a well-rounded style of player that when they have solid rotations, when they're in sync and in time, we know Zydra can be on the offense if they have follow-up. But we also know that when someone calls her going forward, Zydra will rotate to the back post position and will fill in that role perfectly fine. So maybe they're just a little bit out of sync. Maybe they're not getting enough sleep. But hopefully they've warmed up after that first game, and this next 5 minutes will be a different story than we first saw. Right now we have a great shot on goal. Going to be followed up by Enzo. Unfortunately, though, it will be turned away by Gabebe.
Ooh, Zydra not able to steal it away from Nano. Nano gets it past another as well, though Enzo is there off the wall. Potato gets a nice touch with the rear fender to stop that dribble. Toke, huge steal. This is a great chance here for the Vipers. It's a 2-on-1. But Nano, of course, makes a fantastic save. First demo of the game goes on to Zydra. Great chance here for the Scorpions to strike. Potato, Scott Baby right behind him, but he doesn't need him as he lobs it on net for the first goal.
Very, very old Docs keys to the game, but I think maybe opening up the comms a little bit more because Gababy has been very heavy with the aggression and just demoing opponents right now, whether they be on defense or offense. Talking to your teammates, letting them know that someone is coming after them might help things out. You got to allay those demos, and if you need assistance doing so, maybe you need to start looking to your teammates.
Nano up in the air, looking for a play off the wall. He centers it right in front of the net. But unfortunately, his other teammates weren't quite up there, so the Scorpions miss a golden opportunity, though. Gababy trying to recreate it, but this time it's Enzo who will clear it away. Toke racing down, can't quite get it around Nano, though. Enzo and Nate trying to try and center it up, but the rest of the defense had recovered, and the Vipers unfortunately have to retreat.
Gababy here in the corner plays it around one. Can they get it past another? It's going to be awkwardly pinched. Nano's going to get a touch on it, followed up by Potato. Neither one's going to find their way into the net. Zydra goes a little bit too high to try and find that clear off a pinch. It's going to be sent over to Nano, who plays it into the corner, looks to dunk it down into the net. Follow-up touch, thwarted. Zydra now pushing forward, collides with Potato, ball centered up. Shot is going to be sent wide. Zydra gets it, pops right back up in front of the net. Enzo goes for the redirect. Can't find it, though. Potato pulls his ball out of the back third. Toki tries to keep it here. Zydra manages to get a touch. It will hit the ceiling, though, and Potato is going to calm the ball down here at the mid as Gababy pushes forward to get it around Enzo.
Oh, great clear there by Toke. As Enzo, though, unfortunately can't stop Potato from just putting it right back where it was. Gababy, nice touch off the back wall. Nano, soft touch, but Zydra is there to be able to make the save. Plays it off the wall to himself, but cannot dodge the demo. Now the Scorpions are set up here.
Gababy tries to get it to Nano, but it's stolen away by Enzo. Enzo looking to get it around Potato, will not, but Zydra will come in to help them out. Gababy, though, has a touch. Nano looked to find the opportunity to get another touch on it, but it's still here on the back third. Zydra's going to elevate, play it into the corner, looking for a centering opportunity. They find Enzo. Enzo's shot just barely too wide of the net, so looking for a reset now is Zydra. Instead, they're going to beam it into the goal, but Potato's there for the save.
Baby still playing some defense, going to challenge Enzo, though Enzo will recover. Get it around one. Nano going to bump him out of the way. Gababy will clear it to set things up for the Scorpions. He's going to get a great steal there. Potato with the demo onto Zydra as well. Looking for the goalie. It's in front of the net. Potato gets a great tap on it, but Gababy wasn't in range, though he'll look to reset, steal the back boost. But a nice clear by the Vipers, at least to midfield, before Nano lobs it right back.
Toke goes for the challenge against Nano, but instead they're just kind of pushing them close to the net. Enzo comes over, sends the ball into the corner, challenging Potato. Gababy comes in as well. Toke looking for a clear around Gababy, but Nano comes in past Gababy, gets the shot on the goal. It does hit the crossbar. Enzo. Oh, okay, no rule one just yet. Zydra pushing forward, though. It's ball stolen away by Gababy.
Nano has Gababy right below him. Gababy looking to get Enzo off the ground, but Toke able to recover. And now it's Potato's turn. He's going to dribble it right on net. Tried for a fancy shot there, but unfortunately it hit off the wall and just wasn't in line with the net. It's now to Nano's turn to look for a goal, but it's not going to happen either. 90 seconds left, and the Vipers have got to find something here, Nerdy.
It's only a 1-goal differential, so they don't need to be genuinely looking for two, but they need to set one up at least. Perhaps finding a demo for themselves is what they need. Zydra's the only one who's found one so far for the side of the Vipers. Nano with possession here. Leaves the ball for Potato, who's going to pass it to Gababy, so now they're going for these rotation plays. Ball in the corner on the Vipers half of the field. Zydra dunks the ball down. It goes immediately. Potato, though, cleared out by Enzo.
Oh, Gababy, great angle. Nano has one as well as Enzo and Nano kind of fight for the ball. Toke looks for the clear but cannot find it as Gababy is there. Zydra just going to rip a shot and nearly goes in, but Gababy with a fantastic save to keep this game 1-0 in favor of the Scorpions. 30 seconds left here in game 2. Scorpions looking to remain on top. Nano, great clear though. Zydra with a touch clears it back. Potato going to look to clear it. Enzo, great chance here, but there's no follow-up as Zydra's shot goes wide.
Off the back wall, Toke comes in to try and center this one up for Zydra. Nano's going to elevate over two. Now looking for a challenge. We have Enzo trying to chip this ball away. They will, as we see double demos, we've got Enzo getting taken out by Potato, and Nano goes down to Toke. Baby looking for one more goal for their team. 7 seconds left on the clock. If the Vipers want to equalize this ball cannot touch the ground from here on out. Enzo's going to try and pop this one up. They will.
But that ball's getting dangerously low. Saved by Zydra at the last second. Pitched up into the air. It hits the ceiling. Popped up again by Enzo.
Ball's unfortunately not going the right way. And it will touch the ground. And the Scorpions, again, the numbers this time don't lie. The Scorpions, even though it was only 1-0, in almost complete control of that game. And I mean, you saw how the last seconds ended. Even though it was up in the air, it never passed that midfield stripe. It never felt like a scoring opportunity for the Vipers in those final 15 seconds or so.
I will give credit where credit is due. The Vipers have a very strong defense. There was a couple double commits. They kind of ran into each other, but, you know, it was happening on both sides.
Yeah.
So when you're going that fast, what can you do?
Yep.
I just don't really know what the Vipers can do other than, you know, kind of taking a page out of a baby book right now and just start going for those demos and trying to take someone out to open the field when they're looking to find a clear here. We can see this is another instance of where there was some just physicality happening to force that ball out of the possession of the Vipers and does easily get cleared out. And then another demo right there from Potato onto Zydra. It's just rough when that starts happening, but Zydra off the respawn did get a great save.
Yeah, and as you pointed it out, I just think that what we've seen tonight, the Scorpions have been the more aggressive and physical team in that Rocket League sense of they're the ones getting the demos. They're the ones making it a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-3 for the attacking team so that they can't get a good scoring opportunity. So, yeah, I think you're right. The Vipers' defense is strong. If they have a player who feels comfortable with that demo play style, which can be very aggressive, look to do that. Look to take maybe Gababy Potato out of the play, maybe even Nano offensively is off the kickoff here in Game 3. It's already on the orange side. The ball's basically built a second home over there. And a great chance, but Zydra, listen to our advice, Nerdy, gets a demo and slows things down.
Gababy looks to send this ball to Nano. Ball is crossing the midfield stripe to Toke. Toke plays it around one, but can't get it past another defender. Zydra comes in, centers it up. Ball is going to be popped over to the side again by Potato, and Enzo comes in, gets it past Nano. But it looks like rotations have already come out for the Vipers, so Toke has to come forward again. Look to center it up, shot on goal. Gababy takes out Enzo, though, so the reset has to happen. Nano tries to get past Enzo, can't find it. Ball here in the corner, looking to be corralled by Gababy.
Zydra racing down to this ball here, looking to put the Vipers on the board. It does bounce over two members of the Scorpions, maybe their best chance. But Enzo's shot is turned away. Toke rushing in, not able to find it either. So Nano will get it clear towards midfield. It's going to end up in Potato's lap. He takes control, gets it around one. And I think with an assist from Toke, makes it a 1-0 Scorpions.
Ooh, yeah. We've seen that every series thus far. It's okay, Toke, it happens.
Yeah, and that was maybe the closest one yet. That ball could have easily rolled in if Toke doesn't go for the save. So unfortunately was there a bit too quick. Is Gababy gonna rip his shot? This one off the crossbar, but Nano's the closest follow-up. And there's no doubt on this one, the Scorpions strike quick to make it 2-0.
There was no defenders there. All three of our Scorpions were in that net, ready to go. None of the Vipers were in anywhere on that back third. So at that point, just gotta reset and try again. Only down by 2. Early leads can be great, but they're also a double-edged sword. It means you got to maintain it for the next 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Can they do it? They've showed us they can, but maybe the Vipers have found the secret sauce just yet.
Enzo looking to make a solo play, but Nano is there. Toke can't get a touch on it. A fantastic pinch up by the Scorpions. Off the wall, though, Gababy just misread the bounce, but it doesn't matter because Potato is there. And it's 3-0 Scorpions here in Game 3.
Slight double commit there between the defenders, and then Potato sees the opportunity. No one there to make the save for the Vipers. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left on the clock. It's a minute every one goal every 1 minute and 11 seconds. It's doable. It's not impossible, but you got to shut someone down from the Scorpions at this point.
Oh, unfortunately, it's a hat trick for Potato. And the Scorpions just strike again. Nano with the fantastic air dribble. And drops it off right in Potato's lap, and he pinches it in. I mean, the biggest concern now, not even with time, I mean, the Vipers have scored 1 goal all series. We've praised their defense, which has been strong at times, but it's the Scorpions' defense who's looked really lights out so far as Zydra looking to break that scoreless streak, sets it up for Enzo. The Vipers not done yet, make it 4-1. Fantastic shot, a great setup by Zydra as well off the kickoff. And maybe that's how the Vipers get into it. Again, 3 minutes and change left on the clock. Still plenty of time So Gababy will win this. Potato rushing in, but Enzo makes a fantastic stop to at least keep it away from his own net for now. Nano looking for the setup. Zydra with a great pinch redirects the ball. And it's going to stop Gababy from attempting another shot.
Enzo carrying this ball forward, pops it up to try to get past Nano. Nano read it well, sent to the side. Toke tries to dunk it down past one. It's going to be Gababy who pops it up, sending the ball to the mid. Nano elevates, goes for the redirect. Zydra also getting a nose on it. Ball here in the corner, back third of the Vipers half the field. Enzo pushing forward, stopped by Gababy though.
Toke off the back wall. Potato's going to steal it, maybe set himself up for a shot, steals the boost in the corner, gets a demo onto Zydra. And this has the Scorpions set up in a great position. Enzo can't quite stop it. Potato tops the ball. And so it rolls over into the net, but it can't quite find the back of it as Zydra and company look for the reset here. Zydra going to reset in front of the goal. Can't quite get there though, so Nano will make it 5-1 Scorpions.
Toke did try to go for the challenge in the block on that one, but unfortunately did not elevate high enough. We're back to a 4-goal differential, 2 minutes, 24 seconds on the clock. Kickoff goes in favor of Nano with the follow from Potato. There's just one to beat, and that one is Toke, who finds a great save, popping the ball up in front of their goal, though, so it allows Gababy to keep this opportunity alive.
Zydra, side wall, but Potato's there to steal it and brute force it into the corner, gets a demo and gets out. As Nano's going to steal that ball in the air away from Toke. Gababy comes in. And he's not quite able to get it as Toke looking to set something up here. Can't quite find it though, and Potato will get a nice clear.
We have Toke playing it to the wall, has to play it around Potato. They have Zydra at the mid, who's also going to elevate. Unfortunately, can't get a nose on it. Enzo takes a great shot, turned away by Gababy. Gababy with possession has very, very little pressure on them. Finally, we have Enzo cut in with some help from Toke. They steal the ball away. Toke in the air, gets it past Potato. It's in the corner. Is there a follow from Zydra? There is, but Nano again with another save.
Nano, unfortunately, ahead of the ball, but Potato's right there. And Enzo will look for the clear. 90 seconds, just under, left on the clock here at Game 3. Scorpions holding on to a very commanding 5-1 lead, and Potato's got a wide open net, looking to make it 6-1, and he does, gets the demo as well. And the Scorpions maintain control of game number 3.
This one looks like it may just be a case of GG go next, stay warm, stay hydrated, and maybe look back over this game, see what could have changed, but 5 goals, minute and 12 seconds is a very hard task to pull off, and I think it would be the most amount of goals I've seen in such a short amount of time.
Vipers pressing though. Great setup off the back wall. Toke gonna pop it up in the air. Zydra there for the follow-up. One touch, can he get it on net? Enzo there as well. They both miss. They're unable to redirect it, so the Scorpions lead will hold, and Gababy baits out Toke and is able to dribble upfield. Let's get a nice bump in the back, but that only gives him forward momentum and a chance maybe to extend this lead. Pass over to Potato, but the ball just a bit behind him, so he can't recenter it.
Enzo's going to elevate. Gababy goes for the challenge. Ends up in the ball pinching down into the mid where Potato sends it to Nano. Touch from one of the Vipers will prevent Nano from getting the opportunity they're looking for, but Gababy's there for the follow-up, and that's goal number 7 for the Scorpions.
Nod to our fellow caster Jem as we say Brazil here for our Vipers, unfortunately. 7-1 in favor of the Scorpions. And we'll see what the Scorpions can do to end this one out. I mean, this game pretty much a wrap. This series a wrap as well. The Scorpions, the top team, looking strong. Can Enzo and company end this game on a high note as they'll take on the Barracudas next up on the stage. And this Rocket League Rumble is Nano. 15 seconds left, going to center it over to Gababy, whose shot just goes wide of the net and into Enzo's front window. Gababy, one more chance. Nearly gets put in on an own goal. 5 seconds left. Chance here for the Vipers to keep this play alive, but it's stolen by Potato. We'll see if the players want to keep it off the ground. They try, but it touches, and the Scorpions a quick 3-0. And they have figured things out ever since Game 5 of that last series. They were dominant over the Vipers.
Really, I don't know how to shut them down other than playing Demolition Derby at this point. They have had some fantastic opportunities to make some goals for themselves. I mean, there was a couple times in the last 2 game series that we've seen that some of those goals weren't their own goals.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, well-deserved, hard-fought. Hopefully people start paying attention to Gababy's change in play style, because typically they are quite the playmaker, but instead they've been the facilitator in the form of, I'm just going to take someone out of play.
Yeah, and I do think the one thing is a lot of those own goals haven't been mistakes. It's been the shot's there, I've got to make a play, and so maybe that ball goes in anyway for the Scorpions. But you're right, you got to make sure as quick as you can with how fast this game is moving. If you can try and stop that ball, to not let it go in your own net off your own car. But we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if the Vipers can rebound. They'll take on the Barracudas in our final game of the round robin, and then we'll have our semifinals coming up in our Rocket League Rumble here at the Esports Tower event right after this.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back in to this Esports Tower event in our Rocket League Rumble. Fish and Nerdy still up here on the desk. But before we hop into our next game, we have a very special guest joining us. Burns, the GM and VP of E United, is up here, and happy to have you, Burns. So just walk me through the journey of how you get to be the guy introduced as GM and VP of E United.
Oh, man. VP of Esports kind of feels like a made-up title, doesn't it?
It does.
So
It really does.
it's like, what does a VP of Esports actually do? It's just been a really long road to get to this title, I guess. Became a general manager in 2017 for E United. And the VP role came later on once I started taking on more responsibility for the company.
So this one's a kind of a general question, because I feel like after watching the person that I idolize and look up to, Doc Haskell, he's kind of like my dad here in Boise. I got to ask, how much sleep do you lose on a weekly basis?
I think every esports manager can state that it's at least 2 to 3 hours a night, I would say. I still try to get as much sleep as I can. I've actually been going to bed around 10 or 11 every single night, which is pretty good for myself compared to my schedule in the past when I played Call of Duty professionally. I was up till 4 or 5 in the morning, just extremely unhealthy. Now that I'm 30, I finally changed that, have a good schedule. But yeah, especially during roster mania, when you're changing players and emotions are high, that's when I'm losing sleep because I'm thinking about the player, where I might trade them, trying to take their opinions into consideration as well, and it can be very stressful.
Well, my heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
And a very strong achievement there to start normalizing a sleep schedule. That is not easy to do.
Yeah, definitely.
That's very impressive with the GM title, too. Usually that's when you lose sleep. But as an ex-pro, we've got a ton of high school students here. What does the path look like? I mean, obviously, you talk to any of these kids here, the first thing is like, I want to go pro. So what does that path look like? What advice can you give to a high school student who's looking to pull off that career in esports that still feels weird to say?
Yeah, definitely expanding on this topic tomorrow when I get to speak in front of everybody, which I'm really excited to do. It's a pleasure to be out here with Boise State and Esports Tower. Going pro requires so much sacrifice. That's really the fundamental law of esports, is that you are sacrificing so much time to harness your craft. And once you finally harness it, that's when you have to start bringing in the balance, because I dreamt about going pro. It's the only thing that was on my mind. I unfortunately had to skip out on some family and friend functions just to compete and grind, but overall that led to me becoming a top Call of Duty player and, you know, living that career out for 3 years or so.
What advice do you have for the students that aren't trying to go from, like, you know, the high school straight into the path to pro, but are looking to go and utilize their skill as an esports player to go into college? How do they find, like, a good organization to be a part of and a school that will like treat them well as a student? Yeah, I actually went to Full Sail University. I got my degree before going pro. I was one of the rare occasions of that. And I'm a big proponent of getting your education before going and pursuing professional play. It works out for some, for others it sometimes doesn't. You can always fall back on your degree and find a management job or working in production or working as a caster. There are so many opportunities in esports, so getting your degree before going pro can be a huge plus if, you know, if you just want to have a safe backup plan, is the best way to put it.
And expanding on that, what have you seen the collegiate scene kind of add to the esports world? I mean, it's been blowing up. I mean, this here at Boise was a broom closet 3 years ago. So what has the collegiate esports scene done to just the general esports scene? I mean, I think this venue just says enough almost. Like, I walked in here and was just completely mind blown. And I've been mind blown by what Full Sail has been doing, what Maryville has been doing, what tons of other schools have been contributing to their programs. I mean, everyone, in my opinion, is really leveling up, and they're not being competitive. They're just putting more resources in for their students at their school. At collegiate, high school, it's all finally growing up and maturing, and it's only going to help professional play, in my opinion. I feel things are finally somewhat starting to go from like high school to collegiate to pro instead of high school, pro, back to collegiate. Like that gap is finally being filled by leaders in the space like Doc. So this is my last question, because I'm having to face this on my own with a lot of my players that I'm getting introduced to currently, and that is, how do you help someone not lose the passion for an esport when they've been playing it for so long? That one is a very tough one. I actually burnt out on Call of Duty by not taking proper breaks, not staying organized, not working out, or even taking the time to just take a break, essentially. You really do see a lot where you fall in love with the game, and then once it becomes a chore to get on instead of having fun, you see players skill and they're a reflection of that in their gameplay because they're not having fun anymore. I think a proper coach, proper manager that is able to identify that for a player and help rebound them or kind of kickstart them into a new gear, whether that's forcing them to take breaks, forcing them to do a different approach to practice. That's kind of how you can elevate a player to
potentially get back in. I think it comes from the management and the coach and not the player themselves, because it's hard for them to realize it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I have two final questions for you. One, though, I have to ask because you're an ex-COD pro, but we'll get to that. You mentioned you were skipping family functions. You were skipping things like that. How important is parental support for a kid growing up? Did you have good parental support in your journey to being a pro? What is your kind of message to the parents who see their kids doing this, and how to make sure they can cultivate it? Of course, stay within the boundaries. You don't want to stay up till 5 a.m. on a school night, but what is your message to the parents to help their kids succeed in their esports journey?
Yeah, first question, my dad fully became supportive once I got my first paycheck. Before that was not supportive, I will say. But I appreciate the way that he forced me to like cut our lawn, do chores. Like he tried to bring organization into my life, but I was so like selfish about going pro that I didn't want to do anything else but Call of Duty. And once I did bring home that first big $25,000 check in the free-for-all tournament, that's when his eyes lit up, obviously. He's like, okay. And I gave him a majority of it, too, because he was helping me with school, and he was helping me, get through college at the time, so I felt he deserved some money back. Parents supporting their kids is the biggest benefit and perk any aspiring professional gamer can have. It takes so much stress away from their mental health. They feel like they have an actual support system. Sometimes it is hard to understand, but a parent that can really connect with their kid and see that they're really passionate about what they're trying to do, but also giving suggestions on how to balance and how to not like overdo it. I think that's like the balance that you start to see, but it really does make a huge difference. I work with players who don't have supportive parents, and I have parents that fly out to every single event, and you can see the difference sometimes with how they react after losses and wins. They have someone to talk to. I can't talk to them all the time. Like sometimes they want to vent to somebody else.
And then, of course, I got to ask, do you still play COD, and what's your favorite?
My best Call of Duty was Advanced Warfare. I went pro in Call of Duty Ghost, so the jetpack CODs were always my favorite. In terms of playing now, Warzone. Stop really playing multiplayer and ranked, but I love Warzone. I play with my IRL friends all the time. It's kind of the way I stay connected with them because they love playing it so much.
Well, Burns, we appreciate you having up here, GM and VP of Esports at E United. Of course, excited to hear from you tomorrow as well. Pleasure to have you, and we'll be back with more Rocket League action right after this in the Rocket League Rumble.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Don't wait too long. Feelings they run.
Welcome back in to this Esports Tower Rumble here in Rocket League. Live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena is the Esports Tower event production holding down the fort as we get ready for our final group stage game of the night in Rocket League. Barracudas and Vipers both looking to rebound after losses on stage. Michael Fish Fisher, Artie Dirty Bird Rain up here calling all of the action. Both these teams suffered losses, but in very different ways. The Scorpions took control early against the Vipers, never looked back. The Barracudas, epic 5-game series, though game 5 did lead a little bit to desire. So after seeing the Barracudas and the Vipers lose, Nerdy, where are you sitting going into this series on how you're feeling for these two teams?
Well, I feel like they both have very strong core mechanics, but something right now is going a little bit awry for both of them, whether it be the environment or just like overall going to a completely different place, not being home and playing. Can do a lot to you on your mental level.
Yeah.
And so if that's really what's impacting them, I don't have a whole lot of advice other than, put on the blinders and just focus on your own gameplay. They're very solid teams. They play drastically different than each other, though, so one might dominate the other. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, Scorpions took down both of them up here on the stage. Scorpions looking nice and comfortable at 2-0 as we head to our semifinals after this. But the Barracudas and Vipers looking to turn things around here up on the stage. We might be ready to hop into game number 1 right away between these two teams. As again, the Barracudas took the Scorpions in 5 games before getting a 4-0 loss. The Vipers had their moments, a couple of close games against the Scorpions, and then game 3 kind of got out of control in the Scorpions 3-0 sweep. So we'll see who can come out on top, see who can correct things again. Our insider source, one of the Rocket League coaches, breaking it down before all this started. Thought the Barracudas would go undefeated, so probably favors them in this matchup. We'll have to see how the game plays out as Greed, Quez, and Cran in the blue looking to strike first here. As Quez is going to get this ball centered to him, but it hits off the crossbar, bounces straight down, and Cran had run out of boost.
Looks like Enzo's looking to carry this one across the midfield. Quez chips in. We have a demo onto Zydra. Toke looks to get the ball onto the net, but unfortunately the angle was just not in their favor. Ball gets cleared to the midfield. Enzo's looking to get a touch on it. It's going to be Toke who slows it down. Cran will elevate. Quez is going to get demoed by Enzo. Enzo also gets a save off of Cran's shot. Greed goes for the reset opportunity. Has Cran, doesn't need him. And that is goal number 1 for the Barracudas.
Fantastic job by Greed. Just a great solo win. And a great shot here as well. And unfortunately, bouncing off Toke. Though again, might even hit the crossbar and bounced in. None of these own goals have been too drastic. But it's the Barracudas who strike first as Quez wins the kickoff. Gonna go over up on the wall, get it around Toke, but we'll get bumped back to that boost. Gets it around Zydra here as well. Quez looking for the solo goal, gets the demo, net's wide open. Toke able to make a great save to keep it a 1-0 game.
Greed sends the ball in the corner. Enzo off the respawn, pops the ball up, looking to get it past Quez. They unfortunately will not be able to as Quez sends it to the side where Greed is. Greed in the air, has Quez on the ground. Quez plays it up and forward. Gonna be dunked down in front of the Vipers net by Enzo. Cran, though, recenters this ball. Quez goes for this follow-up touch, finds it. That's goal number 2 for the Barracudas.
It's a fantastic goal by Quez. Great setup by Cran here as well on the steal. You even had Greed back post in case that ball maybe went a little bit too far. That was not the case. And the Barracudas now have a 2-0 lead over our Vipers here in game number 1. Off the kickoff, another fantastic effort here. Cran gonna go for that back boost steal. Unfortunately, Greed can't quite get a great touch off the wall. So it looks like the Vipers now finally in control of the ball on the blue side for the first time in game 1. But will quickly hand back possession.
Cran pushing forward is going to take out Zydra as Quez was taken out by Toke. Enzo now going forward. He's going to have the challenge from Greed. Greed grounds the ball. Quez pops it up. Immediately stolen away by Toke. Cran now sending the ball to the midfield where Zydra's waiting. Gets possession for a few moments before Quez is able to get it away from them. Chipped back near the back wall by Enzo. Ball finally crossing that midfield stripe. Stopped by Toke.
Toke gets challenged by Greed. The ball will ricochet back to the left corner for the Vipers, and Enzo stolen on the wall by Cran, but Zydra going to center it up to his teammate, popped up in the air. Zydra in pursuit and able to get to the ball, centered up for Toke, but it can't quite get there in time, so Greed can lead the Barracudas on the charge.
Quez has Greed in front of them. If they need the pass, they're going to flick the ball in. Shot saved by Enzo. Ball on the side here. Cran looking for an opportunity to reset, but it's going to be pushed forward by Toke instead. Now Karan is going to go for this challenge. Instead, leaves it for Greed to go for it. Ball is at the midfield. Greed trying to get it around Toke. Manages to get it into the corner. Centers it up. Quez is going to leave the ball instead, realizing Enzo has the clear.
Ooh, Enzo, nice steal there. Tried to center it up for a teammate, but couldn't quite pull it off. As now Cran has it above the net. Fortunately, it won't drop in time. Demo onto Cran means a little bit harder for Quez and Greed to keep this on the offensive side. So Enzo gets a great challenge. Quez going to keep it alive. Can he find the double tap off the wall? He cannot. The crossbar is there, and there's no follow-up for the Barracudas.
Ball in the corner where Enzo has no pressure on them. Can take a few touches. Greed comes in. He's going to pop the ball up. There was an attempt there from, I believe, that was Cran to actually be the secondary follow-up, but could not find it. Quez now pushing forward, steals that corner boost. It's going to be challenged by Zydra, so they're forced to leave the ball. Cran in the air, gets it down to Greed. Greed, unfortunately, can't get a touch on it, though. Ball cleared by Zydra. Quez has to rotate back quickly, gain possession, and corral this ball in the corner away from Enzo.
Quez, oh, great play around one. Kind of gets it around Zydra. The save hit it into the crossbar, and that bounced it in. And a great goal by Quez as the Barracudas with a huge lead in game one.
It happens to everybody who's seen it more than once. We've got a minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. Vipers desperately looking to get their first goal. It's doable. 3 goals is not impossible, but definitely Toke needs to find the opportunity to make this first one happen quickly. Questa's going to elevate, spike the ball, make it hit off that ceiling, allow Cran to come forward, play it off the backboard, but one of the Vipers was there right at well and centers the ball right back to the mid.
Zydra tries to center it down to Toke, but he can't win the race to the ball. Toke ends up with a great pass over to Enzo, but Greed with a fantastic save. And now it's a chance for Quez to attack. He gets a great shot off, does get demoed. The pressure's still on the Vipers here, and finally, Enzo going to find the clear.
Ball at the mid. We have Quez elevating into the mid-flight. They're going to have the ball stolen away by Toke on that shot on goal, also saved by them. Zydra gives the ball to Enzo. Enzo decides to go forward, allowing the Barracudas to start the reverse attack off the wall. Greed centers it up. Unfortunately, the foul is going to be thwarted by Enzo, taking out Quez, allowing Zydra to go forward. Shot on goal is going to be turned away as Zydra gets demoed.
Oh, great chance here for the Vipers, but Greed will just clear it out to the left corner. Cran is there, going to just air dribble it, try and set it up for a teammate, but unfortunately, pinch the ball off the back wall with his rear bumper, and it sent that ball just flying away. 30 seconds left. 3-0 lead for the Barracudas here in game one, so it's going to take a miracle effort from the Vipers to even things up. Though a demo on to Greed has Enzo with a great solo opportunity, but Cran will stop him in his tracks.
15 seconds left. Shot on goal. That's a hat trick for Quez. Closing this gap. Borderline impossible, but getting morality boost goal might be what the Vipers need here to go into game number 2 with their heads held high. After all, when you hit the GG go next, you just got to keep playing your best for the remainder of the series.
Barracudas 4-0 here in game one. And we'll see if the Vipers can get that morale boosting goal in the final 10 seconds, as they have not had much offensive luck here so far in this game. 5 seconds left. Zydra racing in, but Quez will deny it. Greed gonna jump on top of him. Game ends when the ball touches the ground, and maybe a chance to end it on a goal, though Cran can't get there in time. And the Barracudas will claim a 4-0 lead. And I mean, that just tells the story right there. 0 shots on net for the Vipers. And if you're not getting any shots, very rarely are you going to find goals. I know sometimes Rocket League is not as generous with the shots as other games, but I mean, that's just fantastic defense and offense by the Barracudas.
Yeah, I feel like right now the Vipers might be in their own heads a little bit, and that can be a rough situation. But we definitely know that that group of players, Enzo can make great shots, Zydra can as well, and Toke is also a very strong defensive player and can be a great facilitator. It's just something seems to be missing right now. Maybe it's rotations and timing on that is off. Maybe they're having comms issues. Maybe they're struggling to hear each other because of the volume that's in this room. And if that's the case, unfortunately, you just got to try your hardest to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've had a lot of players got to realize that, oh yeah, Discord does have an audio delay. You just never notice it when you're in your room by yourself. So it's adjusting to that. If you're hearing someone and then you hear them again, it is those little things. Again, we talked about it, the Lynx, a team we haven't seen yet, have that LAN experience. I'm very curious to see if that will translate into our semifinals and grand finals. But right now, I think you're right. The Vipers, they really need to strike first, right? Get a lead. Get that early momentum. Have the pressure kind of off your shoulders, and I think that will do wonders for them. Can they crack the Barracudas defense, though, is going to be our bigger question here, Nerdy, as we load in to game number 2 here with our Barracudas and Vipers ready to go. What can Enzo, Zydra, and Tokay do here in the orange? Off the kickoff, it's Quez with a clean win. Greed, look for the tap. Quez ended up stealing it from him. Now Zydra has a great chance to dribble it upfield, though Cran will stop that.
Does ricochet off the ceiling, so Cran loses possession. We have Quez push forward. Takes the shot, it's going to be too wide and turned away by Enzo, who tries to give it to Zydra, but they have to push forward on the side now. Greed throwing the ball in the corner. Zydra elevates. Gonna have to get it past two as a double commit on the defenders. Tokay can push forward and help Zydra out for a goal-scoring opportunity here, but unfortunately the angle wasn't right. Shot on goal from Enzo. Looks like it's gonna hit the crossbar and not even get credited by the system. That's what we're talking about with the game not playing in your favor sometimes.
Zydra did keep it alive. Forced out a double commit there from the Barracudas, and it's a great opportunity still. Enzo gets challenged, though, by Quez. I don't know if he expected that or not, and that's a great opportunity lost for the Vipers. Quez sets it up in front of the net, pops it up over Tokay, but there was no follow-up. He'll recenter it, but again, nobody home for the Barracudas, and so that ball just a long clear down, just wide of the net.
Quez with possession. Enzo looking to put a challenge on them is actually going to be challenged instead by Zydra. Tokay off the wall, gets it to Enzo. Enzo sends the ball across the midfield. Cran will elevate, stopping the ball, slowing it down a little bit. Tokay, though, not giving up, takes the shot. It's going to be turned away by Quez. Follow-up from Enzo, again, taken away by Cran. Now Zydra elevating, looking to center this ball up, but there's not a lot of momentum. Easy grab for Quez off of that wall. Ball still here on the Barracuda side. Tokay takes another shot off a ricochet from Cran and goes wide of the net.
Greed, gonna dribble it upfield. Nice flick there. Got a demo on a Tokay as well, so it's a brief 3-on-2. Quez on the back wall. Great denial, though, by Enzo on the follow-up. The ball still kept alive by the Barracudas. Zydra looking for a clearance, and it's Tokay who gets it for the Vipers.
Shot on goal from Tokay, stolen by Quez on the save. It was pretty slow and pretty low, easy to stop. Ball at the midfield. Now Zydra taking that ball away from Quez, but Greed comes in to help out their fellow Barracuda. Cran now going forward, looks for an opportunity, stolen away by Enzo. Ball gets centered up again. Cran shot a little bit too wide.
Greed keeps it alive. Oh, Enzo, fantastic save there. Gonna look to play it off the wall, maintain possession. Forces Greed around it with a nice fake, but he's got two members on him, and it's some help. It's okay. Ball makes a slow push forward before Cran stops that one. Great touch by Zydra, though. Greed once again back in possession. Tokay gonna put it right in his lap. Nice challenge there from Quez on to Enzo. Can Tokay clear it away? No, he cannot, but Enzo, yes, he can.
Greed stops that clear, sending it to the back wall. The Vipers half the field. Follow-up from Quez, finds the back of the net. Defender was forced out of position to make the initial save. That is just some core mechanic Rocket League play right there. Great clear from Zydra. Unfortunately, all of their teammates were a little bit too flat with them, so they couldn't make anything happen, and it was read well by Quez. That's the first goal, though, and it took 2.5 minutes to find.
Vipers just, they're on offense. It hasn't been long, and when they're on defense, it's been for long stretches of games, and it's just so hard to continually rotate well as Enzo looking to pass it over to Zydra. It's a great tap off of the front bumper, but unfortunately, it's an easy pickup there for Quez. Tokay pinches it off the ceiling, but Greed is there for the Barracudas, whose defense has looked so far really strong in this series. Chance, however, for the Vipers to make me eat my words. The Zydra shot goes wide of the net, and they look to reset here.
Quez goes forward, reads the clear, ends up sending it to the corner where Zydra's waiting, though. Zydra has double the pressure on them. Quez will take them out. Cran off the back wall, has the pinch come in from Quez, and that is another goal for the Barracudas.
What a great goal by Quez. Cran sets it up, and it goes in. Maybe off the bumper of an orange car, but that ball was going in without the save attempt, so no fault there. The Barracudas double their lead now, 2-0 here in game 2. Minute 40 on the clock. Still plenty of time for the Vipers to get back into this one. Got to find offensive pressure as Enzo looking to create just that. Looking to set it up. Greed was there. Tokay's shot goes wide. Is there a follow-up from Zydra? No, there is not. As it goes over Quez's head, Greed gets it around one. Fantastic save by Enzo.
Demo from Enzo on to Greed allows the opportunity for the Vipers to open the field for a few moments here. Enzo unfortunately has the ball ricochet off the wall, ends up with Cran. Tokay can't get a touch on it either, so Greed's going right back forward. Zydra's going to go for the challenge. They have two members of the Barracudas right around them. Cran takes a shot. It's going to be stopped by Enzo and crowd in the corner. Quez goes through the reset here, sending it to Greed. Ball gets popped up, 1 minute left on the clock. Vipers looking for a goal, but they have to get it out of their back half first. And instead, Quez is going to find themselves a hat trick.
Quez might have just ended this game with that. A great setup. Greed to Cran off the back wall, and Quez is there. They commit 3 on the goal, and they pick up their third with Quez getting the hat trick, and the Barracudas now a commanding 3-0 lead over the Vipers. And Quez will just clean win that kickoff. He'll send it down to Toke, and we'll see what the Vipers can do in the final 50 seconds of game number 2 here.
Save there from Zydra. Enzo's going to elevate, just dunk the ball down past Quez. Greed will actually be taken out by Zydra, so this is an opportunity for the Vipers to turn this one around and swing it in their favor. Ball in the corner here on Barracuda's side. Enzo has it in front. Double commit from the defense. Cran gets a save from Enzo's shot. 30 seconds remaining. Vipers need to not let this ball get cleared, but it does. Quez away from Zydra. Ball at the mid, dunked down by Enzo.
Ooh, great demo by Greed, stopping Toke from maybe setting up anything. 13 seconds left, and the Barracudas have to feel confident right now. Quez maybe looking for one more to really end this series. Going to send it over to Greed. Greed with a soft tap. Quez can't get a touch on it, so Greed credited with the goal. The Barracudas take control and pretty much clinch game number 2. Greed getting the chance from the crowd. The Barracudas in command, 4-0, 4 seconds left. And we'll let these final seconds tick down here on what will be a Barracudas win as they go to match point here over the Vipers. This ball touches the ground, and back-to-back games, back-to-back shutouts in 2 games. The Vipers have only been credited with 1 shot, though you could argue a couple of those should have been shots from Rocket League. And again, the Barracudas defense is just so strong right now, Nerdy.
I did see instances of double commits, though. Maybe communication is just not there. It's just sometimes it's difficult to follow those up, especially when you're so heavily focused on your own team's defense to try not let more goals go through. However, Barracudas at match point. We did see this earlier, though, with them against the Scorpions, just the other way around. But this could be an opportunity for the Vipers to have their own reverse sweep. Or, you know, it could just be a 3-0 sweep. Definitely it's going to be up to the next 5 minutes to tell. I really hope they start finding their confidence that they normally have and find, you know, trust in their teammates, know that the rotations are going to be there, and they have strong defense. They just need to start, you know, actually facilitating those offensive opportunities, not just having a clear happen because it happened, but doing it with the purpose, having someone in that midfield zone to go forward and actually capitalize on the clears is what I want to see from the Vipers.
Yeah, the Vipers just need to keep their offensive plays alive longer. You've got to have set-up shots. It feels like right now, I know we talked about in that first series, you know, I wanted to see more solo attempts, but I want to see the Vipers get into those set plays, set a ball up in the center for somebody, have a third man back on that midfield line to keep the play alive. Right now it's a bunch of lob the shot on, retreat, and that is creating tons of opportunities because the Barracudas do just that. They set up shots. They get multiple attempts. And that's why they have a 2-0 lead as game 3 kicks off. We'll see who will strike first here is Enzo. Great job here clearing it down. Going to try and just run around Coran to get him off the play as Quez and Greed collide. A chance potentially for the Vipers. As right now, Quez and Greed basically playing in the same space, but they're able to pull apart, and Cran gets a great clear. Now Greed has an opportunity, but Toke will make a fantastic save.
Ball in the corner. Quez trying to center it up again off that back wall as Cran unfortunately can't find the right spot on the drop from the ball. Greed's going to volley it. It's going to be stopped by Zydra. Hits the ceiling, goes down. They have to steal it away from Cran. They do. Enzo has the opportunity. Back wall. There it is. That's what we need to see. That was absolutely beautiful. Off the steal away here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So this is everything the Vipers needed. They get a goal. They score first off a fantastic solo play from Enzo. And now some of that pressure falls off. You can score. The Barracudas do indeed bleed. Let's see how much they'll bleed as they'll look to get back in this quickly. As Greed right off the kickoff has an opportunity, lands awkwardly behind the ball, so Enzo once again in control. Great demo on the Cran here as well. Could be an opportunity. Enzo doing all the work. Demos too. The last man alive, able to make a great save.
Quez now pushing the ball to the side where Enzo sets it right back at the net. That's goal number 2 with the assist from Zydra.
Enzo right off the demos, reset perfectly at midfield and stopped that clear before it even got started. Upper middle, so hard to save. And the Vipers, 2 goals in less than a minute. After going 2 games without a goal, that has got to feel good for them up on stage. Now, can they continue this over the next 4 minutes as Greed immediately gets one back off the kickoff?
All right, so now Vipers in the lead by 1, looking for another for themselves. They want to prevent the Barracudas from walking away in this series because they are at match point. They can maintain this lead easily if they play clean Rocket League, but maybe Enzo needs to start getting a little bit more heavy-handed with those demos again because they definitely facilitated those first goals.
Quez, nice clear, gets it around Enzo, but the ball's still at midfield until Cran. The fantastic touch, looking to center it in the corner, but it is stopped as Zydra with a demo on Degreed, and unfortunately it's still not enough as Quez keeps this play alive. There's another demo on Degreed from Enzo off the spawn, but Cran and Quez in a 2-on-3 nearly score a goal. Cran gonna center it up, but Quez had retreated, waiting for respawn, so the Vipers will get a nice clear.
Quez goes for a great dribble, has Greed to help them out because Zydra came in for the pinch play. Toke goes for the challenge. Unfortunately, Greed plays it around them. Enzo goes to stop and slow Greed down. Zydra elevating in front of the goal. Ball hits them, but saved by Toke. That could have been an unfortunate situation as the clock's crossing down into the 3-minute zone. Shot on goal, turned away by Enzo. They just have to get it past Cran. Cran, though, uses the tip of their car and pinches it off to the side.
Oh, this great chance for Enzo, but a nice challenge by Cran. He'll clear it down. Toke looking to make a read on it. Misplays it though.
Oh.
Zydra with the fantastic save. Now can his team clear it out? Yes, they can. That is a huge play for the Vipers.
Quez, though, stopped that clear. He's going to challenge the second one from Toke as well. Zydra trying to rotate back. Greed, though, takes the shot, and Enzo elevates, sending it to the side. Cran comes in to try and reset the opportunity. Quez dunks the ball down. It hits the crossbar. Toke now looking to push forward as Greed has possession, but it is on the Barracuda side. Enzo looks for it. Greed takes out Enzo instead, so Cran has the opportunity to find a clear. Toke, though, stops that clear from happening.
Quez going to pick up another demo, another one. All 3 members of the Vipers feeling the wrath of Quez. But it really didn't result in much. The Barracuda still on the defensive side. Quez going to center it up. Nobody there as Toke gets a nice win to keep the ball on the blue side. And now it's Quez's turn. Gets a touch on it, looking to play it around. Enzo goes for the fake flick, but it's still stolen away. It's just a slow roller on net, turned away by Zydra.
Zydra now has Enzo come in to help them out to steal this ball away from Cran. Quez is going to go for the challenge as one comes up behind Toke as well on that one. Cran takes out Zydra. Toke tries to go for the save, but Quez, I can English, finds just the perfect sweet spot and gets the ball in the net.
It's a great play. Cran over to Quez. Unfortunately, Enzo couldn't quite get back to the net in time, and the Barracudas have tied this game with 1:41 on the clock, looking for the sweep. We'll see if they can score one more time. Enzo right up the kickoff, ready to get his team back in the lead, but Quez will steal it away. Now it's his turn to show off his dribbling chops. One touch in the air. Can he recenter it? Tried to make a play with Greed, but not quite able to, so now they got to retreat. Cran in a one-on-one versus Enzo's got to make a save. He gets demoed.
Oh!
Enzo with the hat trick puts the Vipers up with another great solo goal.
This is absolutely amazing. Takes out Cran in mid-flight. Greed, unfortunately, couldn't race back in time. And with that, Vipers are in the lead. Just have to hold out minute and 22 seconds. And off the kickoff, Enzo wins. Zydra gets it past Quez. Shot on goal. Going to be turned away by Cran. The follow-up not there in time, so Quez is going to be able to find a slight clear, sending it to the mid. Toke has to battle out possession away from Cran.
Enzo going to re-clear it here. One touch. Quez pops it up in the air. Greed going to go up for it. Toke waiting on the back wall. Zydra will make a save here as well. 1 minute left for the Barracudas. For the first time all series find themselves trailing here late in the game. We'll see if they can look to tie it up, maybe send it to overtime, and that's what Cran has plans for as he makes it 3-3.
We're crossing down in the last 60 seconds of this game here. Barracudas are at match point, but we're tied 3 aside. I've had but 2 requests this entire series, entire Rocket League Tower Rumble that we've had so far, and that is I want to see an overtime and I want the Hot Wheels map. Will one of those wishes be granted, or is Cran going to thwart them quickly, or will it be Enzo? We'll find out in the next 40 seconds.
Quez pops it up, gets it around Toke, nearly puts it on net, but Zydra makes a great save and now can look to turn it upfield. Has a mistake by Greed, the net's wide open, but Zydra's shot is just wide. And there's 30 seconds left here as both these teams fighting to score that goal that could end the series here. Quez, rebound, Greed, stopped by Enzo. One more chance for Cran, he gets a touch on it, but Toke should have the clear, and he does, at least to midfield.
Quez is waiting there to keep this play alive. It's going to pop it up. Unfortunately, though, they have to abandon that one. Cran has the ball hit the back of their car. They slow down. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ball hits the ground now at this point. We're going to be seeing our first overtime and golden goal situation, our entire Esports Tower Rocket League event so far. And there it is. Golden goal wins. This is what I come here for. This is what I love. Barracuda's still sitting at match point, though, so the Vipers are the ones desperately looking for that golden goal.
And Enzo wants to find it quickly. It's cleared away by Greed. Toke and Zydra retreating here. Zydra trying to play it off the wall. He'll set it up for Toke, though Quez passes back to Cran. Wants to set it up off the wall. Greed is right there, but the shot's not fast enough. And Cran will clear it over to Greed. Quez rips a shot, and it's game over. Barracudas win on a shot from Quez from the corner. What a great shot from Quez, right around Zydra, right above Toke. So hard to stop. The Vipers look so good in that game. Enzo with some spectacular plays. But in the end, the Barracudas finish off the sweep. You got your overtime wish. Though I'd say just a tease, Nerdy, because we were in overtime for maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's not the overtime that I want. I want the one where, like, every couple of seconds you just hear all the air get sucked out of the room because people are like, oh my God, is that it? And it's not. And then that just keeps going and going and going. But, you know, I got one of 2 wishes granted so far. I'll take it.
I mean, these series have been so close. I would not be shocked if we go back into overtime and maybe if it is a bit closer. But again, Barracudas looking really strong here. Scorpions also so far undefeated. Of course, these teams have been playing the Lynx as well, so we'll see how it all sorts out. It's been an absolutely fantastic competition. I cannot wait to see what these teams keep doing. Make sure to join us for another installation of this Rocket League Rumble. The crowd's getting hyped. A big congratulations again to Greed, Quez, and Cran for a fantastic win. But the Lynx, as you said, have to have their heads held high, as well as the Scorpions and the Vipers. We'll close out with our top 5 presented by the Idaho Army National Guard. We invite you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Here's your top 5, and congratulations, Barracudas, on your win.
Brown Quez plays it up and forward. Going to be dunked down in front of the Vipers net by Enzo. Cran, though, recenters this ball. Quez goes for this follow-up touch, finds it. That's goal number 2 for the Barracudas.
That's a fantastic goal by Quez. Great setup by Cran here as well on the steal. Even had Greed back post.